Hi everyone, it's me again, Ferdy, and welcome to Yogi Buds Fitness. For today, we'll be doing a yoga practice. It's just a short and simple flow. So if you're ready to practice and stretch today, then unroll the mat and let's start our practice. So go into all fours. So take your palms below the shoulders and you want to spread your fingers. And then take your toes together. So you just have to point them backward. And go and sit on your heels, extending the hands forward. So here you want your chest to go down on the floor as you extend the arms forward, creating stretch on the side body. So let your sit bones connect to your heels and just soften your hip muscles. Now just take your forehead down on the floor. Now let your body relax. You just notice and feel the stretch on the side body. Feel the release on your shoulders. Also notice the flow of your breath. Feel the in-breath and the out-breath. Just expand the chest and the ribs as you inhale. On your exhale, maybe create a little bit of length and space within the body. Now let's do a side stretch by walking the hands to the right side of your mat and putting the left hand over your right hand. So here you push the arm away from the hips as you pull the hips downward to the floor. Inhale and exhale. Again, be mindful of your breathing. You just inhale and exhale continuously and thoroughly through the nostrils. Let's go back to the center and move to the left side of the mat. Again, you put the right hand over the left hand as you keep your forehead and your shoulders close to the floor. Now notice the whole body if there's some discomfort on any part. So feel free to do some movements or adjustment for you to feel at ease. Going back to the center. Now from here you move your shoulders forward. Again, over your wrist and readjust the knees and the hips, making the shin bones parallel to one another. Now do not move the hips, just crawl your hands forward and let your chest connect to the floor. You should be able to feel and stretch on the side ribs and the shoulders. Now oftentimes, if you have some limitations on your shoulders, you feel discomfort on the shoulder joints. So if you have that issue, then you can just bend the elbows and let your chest sink. Or maybe take your hands a little wider and see if that will help. Otherwise, if there's no concern, then again, just extend. Again, inhale and exhale, increasing the forward rotation of your hip as though you want to arch the spine fully or bend the spine backward. Okay, now coming up again back to your own fours. And then let's do a few sets of cat and cow just to bring more mobility or movements on the hip, shoulders, and the spine. So inhale, you press the hips forward or roll the hips forward, pressing the belly down, then look up. On your exhale, you push the floor, ground through your palms, chin to your chest. So you hunch your shoulders and pull the navel in. Inhale, again, hips forward, open your chest, look ahead, then exhale. So here as you push the floor, you have to feel the stretch on the back body. Inhale, roll the hip over the thighs, chin forward, look ahead. Exhale, you push the floor, again, curve the spine. So 2 more rounds. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, curve the spine. So go with the breath. Inhale, open your chest. And exhale, you curve the spine. Now you straighten the spine and just take the right foot at the top of your mat. So here, just push the hips forward, stretching the front of the left thigh. Now there's some instances that you will feel pain on the knee. So if you have that discomfort, you can put a folded towel or knee pads if you have for support. Now you want to push the hips as low as you can until you feel the leg muscles and the hip. Inhale, exhale. 2 more breaths here, in and out. Now from here, you spin the chest to the right as you maintain the left hand or closer. Take the left hand closer to the foot. That's your own choice. Now twist to your right and extend the right hand up. So when you're turning the body, don't move the hip, just the spine, the shoulders, and keep pushing the arms away from one another. Now release the hand onto the floor. And this time you come up and take your hands upon the knee. So you push the knee until you straighten the elbow and lift the ribs. Keep pushing the hip forward. Now you might want to stay here, or you can extend the arms upward and extend through the tips of your fingers until you feel deeper stretch. Or maybe you can bend backward, but again, do not force the lower back. So again, it's up to you, and it depends on how you are feeling the pose. Now on your exhale, hands down on the knee, and then all the way down to the floor. Now you pull the hip backward until you are able to straighten the right leg, and you adjust the hands underneath the shoulders. So you want your hip to really flex, meaning you have to roll it forward and keep the right leg straight. Flex the foot or point, so that's your toe. That's your own option. Now if you feel the stretch here on the back thigh, you can stay here. In case you're flexible, then you can go lower. Or if you're not feeling satisfied on the stretch, you can go lower. Maybe you can extend the arms over the head. Again, it doesn't matter, as long as you feel okay on the spine and you feel the stretch on the right leg. Okay, now from here you move the hip forward. And this time you swivel or turn that left heel backward. So outward and back behind the left knee. Then you straighten the right leg and turn the right foot inward. So here you stretch the arms over the head and keep the hip in. Firm the glutes. Bend sideways to your right and just slide your right hand over the thigh. So you must feel the stretch here on the left side body up to the left hand. And when you're going down, see that the hip is not going backward. So inhale and exhale through the nostrils. And then coming up, reach the arms upward. And then you lean to the left side and take the left hand below the shoulder. Then stretch the right hand over the head and keep the hips, the chest fully open. So energize through the right foot as you push up to the tips of your fingers. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last breath. And then you come up. Bring the body up. And then take your hands on the hips. Now turn your right foot out. And then you bend the right knee, pushing the hips down to the side or to the top of your mat. And you must feel the inner thighs stretching here. So the easy option is to take the forearm or the elbow on the thigh and turn the left shoulder backward. And again, mind your hip, it's not going back but forward. For the full pose, you can take the right hand close to the foot or just by the foot, then extend the left arm over the head. Again, you can look down to the floor, especially if you have some concerns on the neck or if you have discomfort on the neck, or just look at your palm. Again, breathe in and out. Last one. And then you take your hands on the floor, shoulder distance, and again, turn that left leg backward, and then re-extend the knee to a runner's lunge. So look forward. Straighten the spine, straighten the leg, and stay here for 3 breaths. So you can extend through the back heel as you bend your right knee. So feeling the leg muscles, the hip muscles. And then take that left foot 1 step forward. So here you can align your feet, but sometimes that will make the pose difficult to balance. So you can take the left foot outward. So again, that's your own choice. Now extend both of your legs, extend the spine. You may stay on your fingertips or just take your hands on your shin, activate the back muscles. Or others, if you're more flexible or you're not feeling enough stretch, you can go all the way down. Maybe head down your shin. Again, that depends on the right leg. Then extending the hands forward or just place it below the shoulder. Okay, that will not really change the sensation or the stretch on the legs. That's your own choice. Okay, bending the right leg now. Now shifting the left foot out. Maybe adjust it backward where it came from. Then bend the right knee, palms together, and reach the arms upward to a warrior pose 1. So again, stay here, extend through the tips of your fingers, and see if you can balance the hips by turning the left thigh bone in, bending the right knee to a 90-degree angle. Now bring the hands down to the floor below the shoulders and just turn the left leg inward and step the right leg back. So you're on the plank, so firm the belly, straighten the spine, and then you go down to low plank, bending the elbows. Or you might want to drop all the way down on the floor if you lack the strength to hold or pause to a 90-degree plank. Now you push the floor, lifting the ribs, opening the heart. So make sure you're not forcing the spine. Okay, and tuck your toes and lift the hips back and up to a down dog. So you might want to bend the knees for a moment and pull the hips until you lengthen the spine fully. Then roll the pelvis over the thighs, lessening the distance or the gap between the thigh bones and the belly. And you can bicycle the legs while you keep the shoulders. You can move your hip left to right. That will loosen out your side body, the side hips, also the shoulders. Then you can press all the way down onto your heels, extending the spine and the arms, extending the knees. Inhale and exhale. So that's it for the right side. We'll go to the left side now. So bring the knees down to the floor and put the left foot forward. So as you push the foot forward, sink the hip, you might want to readjust the back knee. And then from here, look forward and keep pushing the hips. Inhale and exhale. Now let's go to a twist, reaching the left hand up to the ceiling. So spinning the chest. Again, you can look at the left thumb or just look down. Hands down to the floor now. Again, take your hands on the left knee. Tuck your tailbone, belly in. Shoulder blades moving in as you pop your ribs up. Now straighten the elbows and stay. Or you might want to increase the stretch by extending the arms up and bending backward. So for this side, I just prefer to stay upright. So again, it depends if you feel some tightness on the other side compared to the first side, then it's okay not to do the same option as what you did with the first one. Okay, breathe. And lower your hands down to the floor. Then pull the hip backward until you are able to extend the left leg. Again, straight spine, straight leg. Open your chest. Again, stay here, or for the more advanced, you can bend over the left leg to a half Hanuman. We call this half Hanuman or half split. Then inhale and exhale continuously. So don't forget to breathe as you focus on stretching the body. So then moving forward, re-bend that left leg. And then from here, you swivel that right heel backward behind the hips and then come up and straighten the left leg. So let me turn to the front. So you have the left leg extended to the side. Then bring the arms upward, again stretching through the tips of your fingers. Now bend sideways to the left. So stretching out that right hip, the ribs up to your fingers. And then come up to the center and bend the opposite way. Okay, bend to your right and put the right hand below the shoulder. And keep pressing down through to the left foot and push the hips in. And then reach the left hand upward. So stretching the legs, the side body, the arm. And then from here you come up, lift the body up, hands again on the hips, and then turn the left foot out and push the left knee down to the other side of your mat. So you have to feel again the inner sides of your thighs. Again, remember your easy option, forearm on the thigh, or the full pose, palm on the floor, then push the hip. Reach the right arm over the head. Again, breathe. Inhale and exhale. And then from here, you just take your hands again on the floor. And then swivel that right heel backward. Look forward and straighten your right leg to a runner's lunge. Again, sink the hip, look forward and extend through the spine. Again, inhale and exhale for 3 sets here. 2, and then 1. Now you step your right foot 1 step closer to the left foot. Maybe you need more or maybe you need less, so that's your own choice. What is important is you're able to balance the hips and extend the legs, extend the spine. Again, you can stay on your fingertips or you can go lower, but again, try not to go too far too soon. Again, focus on the length more than how far you can bend. And then bend that left knee, again 90 degrees, readjust the right foot back. And see to it that you align your feet. It's either heel to heel or heel to arch, left heel to arch, right arch of the foot. Then turn your right hip in as you bend the left knee. Now reach the arms up to a warrior pose 1. You can extend the ribs, sink through your hips as you reach through the sky. Then bring the hands down to the floor. Step the left leg backward to a strong plank. And lower down to Chaturanga. Lift your chest as you squeeze your shoulders. You press the hips and the tops of the feet down to the floor, arching the spine. And exhale, tuck your toes and push the floor. Pull the shoulders and the hips. Again, back and up away from the mat. Again, if you need to adjust anything, just move. Pull the hips, bend the knees, or the shoulders, move forward and back. So going down again to your child, sit on your heels, hands forward, and rest. So take a couple of breaths here, deep breaths through the nose. Okay, then slowly lift your chest. And so that's it for today's practice. I hope you all enjoyed that short flow. And if you want longer practice, I have plenty of videos in my channel. I have 30 minutes to an hour of practice. So go and check that out. So I'll hope to see you again on my next practice. Namaste.